Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another Christmas decorating video. Today we're working in the living room. I am so excited. It's again another wonderfully cozy place to decorate, and I'm super excited. After getting the kitchen decorated, I feel like we're on a roll now, and I'm ready to just deck all of the halls and get them done. So glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we go any further in today's video, I want to go ahead and thank our sponsor, Sakyproral. You cannot clean what you cannot see. And that's exactly why I switched to the Sakyproral G5S electric toothbrush. It's leading a new era of oral care that's smarter, simpler, and honestly, way more satisfying. What makes this toothbrush different is that it actually shows you your clean on the screen. With real-time AI tracking and visual feedback, you can see any missed spots in red, so no more guessing if you brushed enough. It even guides you with a smart timer that pulses every 30 seconds and ensures a full dentist-approved 3-minute clean. I'm meticulous about my skincare, my wellness routine, but I realized my oral care was massively lagging. The G5S has totally elevated that for me. It's a reliable and professional grade clean that feels effortless and actually fun. There are 5 brushing modes, so it works for anyone in your family. Beginner offers a gentle start if you're new to electric brushing. Fast for those mornings when you're rushing out the door. My favorite, whitening, for a bright and confident smile every day. Massage for a soothing gum care treat. And gentle if you have sensitive teeth. For me, it's all about the whitening mode. It gives me that polished, bright look without any of the harshness. And it's super convenient. The battery lasts up to 150 days on one charge. And it comes with a convenient travel case, so my oral care routine goes with me everywhere. Sakyproral was born from a dentist insight, built for people who expect more from their daily oral routines. It's not about more power. It's about visible, verifiable cleanliness. Once you see what you've been missing, there is no going back. If you're looking for a smarter, cleaner, and more sustainable way to take care of your smile, check out the Sakyproral G5S. I'll have everything linked for you down in the description box. It's truly next level oral care made simple. And thank you, Sakyproral, for sponsoring today's video. So a couple of things before we jump into today's video. One is I have to acknowledge my adorable sweatshirt. I got this on Etsy. I will link it for you down below. It says, "To the windows, to the walls, I'm about to deck these halls." And I just felt like it was so appropriate. It's got this really cute vintage look. I love the play of like a vintage wholesome picture with like a fun nod to, you know, fun music. So if you don't know that reference, it is a song that us millennials definitely know. I'm 42, and I would say this song was definitely like a club anthem when I was young. So absolutely loved the sweatshirt, thought it was so cute, and it is incredibly cozy. I am wearing a medium. And so that's the first thing I wanted to tell you. The second thing I wanted to tell you is I did things a little bit differently this year when it comes to decorating the living room. I already have the Christmas tree up. So we decided this weekend to put up our Christmas tree without the camera, without the pressure of good lighting and making sure that everything was perfect. I just wanted my family to have that moment. One of our Christmas traditions is the way we put up our Christmas tree. We do have an artificial tree, so we can put it up right away. And we have a tree that is all traditional ornaments. So just ornaments that we have collected over the years that mean something to everyone, and every ornament tells a story. And it's so fun when we put them on the tree to talk about where we got them, why we got them. My favorite ornaments are the handmade ones that have like pictures of my kids. I absolutely love it. And I told them that I would like, for Christmas this year, I would like for them to make me some more of those. That I want some with the way everybody looks now, you know what I mean? The ones that are covered in macaroni and popsicle sticks that are falling apart. Like, they're my absolute favorite, and I love it. And we also realized that my daughter is the only one that doesn't have a picture ornament on the tree. All 4 of my boys do. So we did that off camera. The way we do it is I give everybody their ornaments, and then they get to pick the ones that they want to put on the tree. We go one kiddo at a time, one ornament at a time. Sometimes oldest to youngest, sometimes youngest to oldest. This year we went youngest to oldest because, you know, my older kiddos are older, and they recognize that their little brothers want to do it, you know, right away. And they were really gracious about that. And it was just so much fun. It was beautiful. I made a delicious meal. I made everybody's favorite chicken Alfredo. And we listened to Christmas music. We watched Wicked. And it was a great night. It was such a good night. And I'm glad that we did it that way. And I'm still going to show you the Christmas tree. I'll still, you know, show you how it looks. We did go with incandescent lights this year, which I will also say I am living for. They are so warm and cozy. They're not LED, you know, obviously, which is why I went with those lights, because I wanted it to just feel very vintage and cozy and beautiful, and it does. I am so happy with how it turned out. The one thing I will say that's a bummer is last year I invested in little artificial candles, little like plastic candles that light up, and I had them all over the tree, and I can't find the remote. So I'm hoping, so I did not put them on the tree because I couldn't find the remote and I can't turn them on. So I'm hoping that in my bins, we will, as we're pulling out more decor for the rest of the house, we will find it. My fingers are crossed, because I'm so bummed. And if not, maybe there's a way that we can get like a universal remote that we can maybe program to them. I don't know. If you have a suggestion, let me know down below, because I am so bummed. They were so beautiful last year and I would like to be able to add those again. So let me know if you know how I can work that out. But all of that said, let's move into the living room and deck the halls. I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's start by taking a little look at the tree. Here it is. Let me try to back up so we can get the whole thing in the shot. But this is our tree. It is so pretty. And we got this, I think 3 years ago now. This might be maybe 4 years. This might be the 4th year we've had this tree. And I absolutely love it. I wanted this tree because it looks very sparse, and that allows for us to put ornaments in like deeply, you know what I mean? So we've got some that are out far, like this one here that I got last year for my father-in-law. And then we've got ones, you know, that are deep in there. So absolutely love this Christmas tree. And I could sit here and go through every single ornament with you and talk to you about, you know, what they all represent, and, you know, where they all came from and who they're all for. But that would take forever, because as you can see, we have a ton of ornaments. The kids all have trees this year in their room, and so they asked to keep some of their ornaments for that. And so this isn't as full as I've had it in the past, but you know, that's okay. We're growing. So, but you gotta love the picture ornaments. Like, these are my absolute favorite. I love looking at these. This one cracks us up all the time. Little baby Ryan in preschool. This is a baby food container. But I love these. Like, I absolutely love these pictures of them and seeing them, you know, as little babies. Let me find Aiden's. There's Aiden's. Half of his popsicle sticks came off, but that's okay. That's literally a picture of him making this ornament, him like painting it, and at my mother-in-law's house. So absolutely love this one with the macaroni, little baby Ronan. So I just find them to be so sweet. You know what I mean? So, and we also top our tree with a Santa hat, because the very first year that Danny and I were together and we got a Christmas tree from Walmart, and we couldn't afford hardly anything because we were babies, both in college. And so we topped it with a Santa hat, and that is the same Santa hat 20 years later. So my husband refuses to change it because he's a man of, what's the word? He's very sentimental. So we also have on the tree this really beautiful popcorn garland. I bought this not last year, but the year before. It is my absolute favorite. I think it makes the tree look very traditional, kind of vintage. These were Michaela's. She made these in preschool. And then these ornaments are from Hobby Lobby, and these I used as kind of like an anchor ornament. They're on every, you know, they're all throughout the tree, just to kind of bring in a little bit of symmetry and pattern, you know what I mean? And I just feel like it kind of grounds the tree. The same thing with these little red ribbons that are velvet ribbon. I have them throughout the tree. And again, I just think it kind of ties it all together and gives it a little bit of cohesion. So, oh, there's another picture one, Aiden. I just love them, and they're so incredibly warm and beautiful, and the tree is, and I just adore it. The other thing I want to show you that I invested in this year were these remote plugs. Came in a set of 3, so I've got one in here and one in my office, and the Christmas trees are plugged into them, and all you do is press the on-off button to turn your tree on and off. So incredibly simple. They also had ones with timers that I considered using, but the thing about timers is if I wanted this on, you know, at a different time, it kind of resets the whole timer. So I thought the one with the remote was ideal. So thought that's going to be great. And I will link that for you down below. I think it was somewhere around $20, but again, it comes with 3 of those plugs, which I think is great. And you could use it for anything. You could use it for lights. You know, it doesn't just have to be for the Christmas tree. All right, my friends, we're going to go ahead and get started here on the peg rail shelf, probably one of my favorite little spots in our home that we've ever DIY'd. And we're going to start with this gorgeous cedar garland. This is from my Texas house. This was a purchase this year. I did buy several of them, and I don't know exactly where they're all going to go yet, but stay tuned. We will figure that out, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a real touch. I love how floppy it is. It's just stunning. So we're going to go ahead and drape this across the top of the shelf. Now this shelf, like I mentioned, was a DIY. When we first moved into this house, this wall was completely blank, and we needed some place to be able to hang our stockings. There's 7 of us, plus my mom's here. She has a stocking. She comes every year for Christmas, so we needed a space for all of that. So we added this beadboard to the wall, and then added the little shelf and all of the peg rails, and I love this. I love this little wall. It's so very cute. And I love the picture frames up there. It just looks really beautiful. That window frame right there is an antique that I purchased a couple of years ago. And I just think this is such a fun place to decorate for any time of the year, but especially for the holidays. And the garland looks really, really beautiful. These flameless candles that are in the candlesticks, those are from Hearth and Hand from Target, and I got those in the fall, and I think they're great. They are on a timer. They turn on every night, as well as there are candles in those hurricanes. Next up, we're going to go in with some lights. I just needed lights that I didn't have to plug in. These are copper wire fairy lights from Hobby Lobby. They don't have a timer, so that part's kind of a bummer. But what I will say is this is a very, very long strand. I didn't really realize how long it was, but when I started, otherwise I probably would have done this differently. But the strand is long enough for me to go back and forth 3 full times and then back almost halfway. So it's like 3.5 times. And if I had realized that, I would have used the wire to go up and down the garland, like from the ceiling to the floor versus just side to side. So I may go back and fix it because I'm not in love with the way that it looks at the end. You guys are going to have to tell me your thoughts. I think I might go back in and fix it. If I had realized how long it was at the beginning, I probably would have done that, but I totally missed that boat. The good thing is it's all fixable, and I can adjust anything that I don't love. Next up, we're going to go in with this beautiful Santa. This is actually a metal Santa that I picked up from Antique Farmhouse last year, and I think he's very cute and gives off that vintage vibe that I love. And this is such a great place to hang a seasonal decor piece. I love to put something there all the time. I also have this cute little cranberry or berry, I don't know if it's cranberries, it's berries, wreath that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I did tie a little bit of ribbon to it. Now we're going to work on either side of the picture frames. On this side, we're going to add this beautiful tartan picture frame that I picked up this year from Target. I have not added pictures to them yet. That is something that I'm going to work on in the next couple of days. So I will show you an update of those once I have pictures in them. But I think these picture frames are so cute, and they totally remind me of Home Alone. Do you guys remember like the wallpaper in the Home Alone movies? Like, this definitely gives me Home Alone vibes, and I absolutely love it. I think they're so pretty, and they're kind of fabric-y. I don't know exactly what the fabric is, but they're beautiful. I'm also going to add in this really cute little yarn ball. This I picked up from Home Goods. It's from Martha Stewart, and it's totally usable, but I think they're really pretty. We're going to bring another one of those picture frames into the other side to give us some symmetry. And then we're also going to grab this really pretty wooden nutcracker from Walmart. I got that last year, and it's so pretty, and I think it adds a nice little touch of height. To the peg rail now, I'm going to stack some stockings. Now, these are not our actual stockings for Christmas, and you might be asking yourself, why aren't you doing your actual stockings? And that's because our stockings are all the same. They all match. My mom made them, and they're beautiful. They're all burlap. But I wanted to just bring in different colors and textures and make it feel very vintage, and so that's what we're doing. Most of these are from Target and Home Goods, except for that red and white striped one. That is from Hobby Lobby, but I did end up moving it because I didn't think it fit just right here. I also hung two of them with a command hook, so that way they could be kind of close together versus spread out like we have the peg rails. And I think this turned out really sweet. I think it's cozy, and like I mentioned, it really does lend itself to that vintage feel. Moving over to this little corner in my family room, I've got this really beautiful blanket ladder from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if blanket ladders are a thing anymore, but I love this, and I think it's such a great way to cozy up your space. Plus, it really is great for blanket storage. I've got this really beautiful red blanket that I picked up from Hearth and Hand this year from Target. And underneath, you'll notice I have a fig tree, and I also have that beautiful antique picture frame that was in the other corner of my living room where my Christmas tree is now. We just moved it over here for safe storage during the holiday season. I also have this really pretty Merry Christmas pennant. This is from Target last year. Again, very vintage, and I love it. I would love to find a vintage pennant. They're typically very expensive, but they're so beautiful. This pom-pom garland is from Michael's, I believe. I've had this for several years, and I think it's so cute. I love to add garland here to the sideboard. Now we're just going to bring in some different decor pieces that I've had from over the years that I've picked up at local, little boutiques and things like that. And this countdown, this is also from Hearth and Hand. I don't remember if this is last year or the year before, but I love this. It's metal. The kids love to change it every day, and I love the kind of rustic feel that it brings because it is metal. I really like that. We're also going to switch out my wax burner here on the end. That wax burner is from Better Homes and Gardens from Walmart. And then I'm bringing in this Santa wax warmer. I got this cutie last year from Walmart. He was like less than $20. I can't remember how much he was, but he's so cute, and he's perfect for the season, and I love him. And I am so glad that I had grabbed him last year. I totally forgot about him, and then I saw him in the bin and got super duper excited. This little antique chair is perfect for a little seasonal pillow. And now we're going to work on my coffee table. So I'm starting off with this beautiful eucalyptus wreath. This is from Walmart, typically lives on my pantry. And then I'm adding in that Santa bust, also from Walmart, and that really pretty wire cloche that's from Antique Farmhouse. And those antique books are from Scranton's, my favorite antique shop. And these little coasters are from HomeGoods. Those are a new purchase this year. I love them. And we're now going to work on this little shelf here in my family room. You don't really see it when the tree is here, so I'm not doing too much. We're just going to layer some pictures and those really pretty trees from Hobby Lobby and this candlestick from Walmart. Now it's time to cozy up the sofa. I'm starting off with a tartan blanket. That blanket is Charlie's absolute favorite. It is so cozy and warm, and she loves it. You're going to see her cuddle up on it here in just a minute. Those burlap pillows are from Target, and I'm now bringing in these red velvet pillows. These are from HomeGoods. I'm also going to bring in these really cute pillows. The green one is from Target, and the Nutcracker pillow is from HomeGoods. That was a new purchase last year. I love it. And that pillow there says "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I believe that one is from Hobby Lobby, but I've had it for years. Same with this Home for the Holiday pillow. They have great pillows. Never snooze on the Hobby Lobby pillows. They're really great, and they go on sale. Now we're going to work on the sofa table for our last area here in the family room. I'm starting off with this pickling crock. This is an antique pickling crock that I'm just stuffing with some beautiful silver dollar eucalyptus stems. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I have this little North Pole pennant. This is from my mind's eye. I purchased this at TJ Maxx last year. It came in a pack of 2. You'll see the other one here in a minute. This beautiful wooden rocking horse is from HomeGoods, as is this picture frame. Again, I need to put a picture in there. And that little Santa there is from TJ Maxx. I loved how vintage he looked. On the other side, I'm starting with this basket from HomeGoods. I grabbed this last year, and I'm adding in some seeded eucalyptus stems. Those are from Amazon, as well as another bouquet of silver dollar eucalyptus from Hobby Lobby. Just wanted to bring in some greenery. I love adding greenery, especially this time of year. This adorable little red wagon is from Hobby Lobby. I have had that for about 15 years. I bought it, I guess, almost 17 years. I bought it for Aiden's nursery when he was in my belly, so I've had it forever. I stuffed it with some cute little pillow and a Santa from Walmart. And then I also have another pennant that says Santa Claus is coming, or Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. That's what it says. And that is another one from my mind's eye. I think it's so cute. I love the pink. It's very cheery and festive. And you know what? It just lends itself to our Santa-filled Christmas. We sure do love the jolly man in red here in our house. Danny is now helping me pull out the sofa table so that we can plug in the little Christmas tree that I got from my Texas house at Walmart this year. I showed that about a month or so ago, maybe a little longer. It's so cute. I love the way that it twinkles, and I put it in this little antique tin bucket and just added another little Santa. And this metal sleigh, you guys, I got this from the Christmas barn in Woodstock, Connecticut. It's the perfect little candle holder, and I adore it. And we're just going to add in a couple more touches of Christmas, things I've picked up at HomeGoods throughout the years, here to the other side. The last thing we're going to add to the sofa table is some garland. Can't go wrong with garland in this space. I picked up this beautiful ticking stripe garland this year from Browns and Hopkins Country Store in Chepachet, Rhode Island. I love it. It is so pretty, and I love ticking stripe. That's my favorite pattern for Christmas. And that's going to tie it all together. So let's take a look at how it all came together. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think. And that's going to do it for this 2025 Christmas family room Decorate With Me. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you found it inspiring and maybe found some ideas for your own home. Or I hope it just brought you some cozy vibes and some relaxation this holiday season. I appreciate you guys joining me today. Get subscribed if you aren't subscribed. It's free to subscribe to my channel, and I post 3 to 4, sometimes more videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful day, my friends.